Welcome back to Kingdom Death Monster. We are in year 30 of our Gold Smoke Night campaign. And in this episode, we are going to do we need to finish the settlement phase from last year that you weren't a part of.
Correct.
And then I'm going to show you what we're about to face, the Gold Smoke Night.
And who we're going to bring out to face him.
Yes. So a few announcements to get started. Mr. Figs was the first commenter to correctly guess King of Tokyo.
Yep.
Second edition. So that will be the copy that we will be giving away during our final episode. So for the contest, well, let's see.
I love playing King of Tokyo. You roll all the dice. I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, right? You actually do enjoy the game.
Yeah, I think it was one of the first games that I played that you brought me on that I was like, oh yeah, I love board games.
Right.
This is great.
Hence one of the clues, it's good to bring around new players. Definitely a second edition. They changed a few things up. Yeah. There's a whole new set of characters.
Yes.
They're monsters. That's why it's related to Kingdom
Death Monster, Tokyo. We went to Japan last year.
Yeah.
In Tokyo. So, quick game, good game. I love it. I love when new people play it. Super fun.
So, we are going to be streaming.
Yes, we are. Live stream of the our
final episode for this fight. This will be our first live one that we've been a part of on HitPointsGaming. It is going to be August 24th.
Friday. August 24th.
It's a Friday.
Yes.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the U.S. So I also want to be able to find out, there should be an international time zone. I'm going to look that up before we go to our next cut here. Because I did promise some people I would look that up.
And we're also going to put it in the information section.
Oh, yeah.
When we post the video.
That makes sense. You're thinking ahead. So smart. So, yeah. 9 p.m. Friday.
New York time.
August 24th. Yes.
Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how long the fight's going to be, but we're going to have Chris or Snots. He'll be a part of it. Doug, Mantan, he's going to be the one behind the camera setting it up. So everyone at HitPointsGaming will be here setting it up. So
yeah,
I think it should be a good time.
It's like a party or a funeral.
Oh, great. Okay. So let's talk about the contest. So in this episode right here, leave a comment saying if we will win or lose as survivors. Are we going to beat the Gold Smoke Night? So this is the same thing we did in our last campaign. So just say, hey, I think you guys are going to defeat the Gold Smoke Night. Good luck, or whatever. That's going to enter you into the contest. So how that's going to work is, up until, let's say, the 23rd, you've got until this video gets posted till the 23rd, I will take everyone's comment who either said yes or no. I'll put you in a pool. If we defeat the Gold Smoke Night, I take all the people who said yes, and we randomize. We just roll a die on camera. That's what we did last time. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the person who wins King of Tokyo. If we lose, well, then all the people who said we were going to lose, they get entered into a pool. So leave the comment here. Just let us know if you're going to win or lose.
And Mr. Fig, whichever side you vote for, you get two
entries.
That's
all. Hey, last time I think we only had 11 people or 14 people comment.
Yeah, so you guys have a chance to win.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh,
yeah.
You have to be in the U.S. for us to deliver it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I didn't think anyone outside of the U.S. actually watched us, so that's awesome. Leave a comment and tell us where you're watching from.
Yeah, you can definitely leave a comment and just say, hey, I'm in the U.K., not eligible, but I think you're going to win or lose. That would be pretty cool, too. But for us to ship it, it's got to be in the U.S. All right, so we need to now go back and continue
the end of the settlement. Yes.
All right, so the Hooded Knight actually shows up.
I forgot about this.
We need to do this first. So last time the Hooded Knight came, we were able to do Mighty Strike ability. So now...
Which we actually gave to Frigg,
Yeah.
who's now Iden.
Go for it.
Okay. We're looking for something higher than a 2.
Yep.
Oh, that was not my roll. That was not my roll. Oh my gosh. That was just me warming. Is this a Kingdom Death die? Yes.
All right, so we have 3 rerolls in our game right now with all of our characters. We are going to use them for, eating bugs. But apparently we need to use one right now.
Do you want to roll the next one?
Yeah, let me take care of that. So we're using Bright's reroll. 7. The Hooded Knight forces a tattered parcel into the hands of the returning survivor with the most Hunt XP. The Hooded Knight leaves unfinished business. If there are no returning survivors, then the Knight leaves with unfinished business. There were no returning survivors. There were returning survivors.
What are you talking about? We fought the antelope.
I'm still thinking of that horribleness.
The horrible, yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh.
Well, I don't know who had the most...
Well, let's see.
The
survivor gains the Twilight Sword rare gear. Place it into their gear grid now. The survivor may select Twilight Sword as weapon proficiency. This weapon is cursed. In addition, the parcel contains a Blue Lantern and Dormant Cloak rare gear.
Wait, what is the Dormant...
What did that Blue Lantern do again?
We used it once.
The Blue Lantern allowed you to... Oh, it allowed you to look through the hit location deck, I think, of the monster.
And shuffle them in any order?
Something like that.
Something with the order.
So we'll take a look, because that might change what we do. So, let's see. Who came back on that last fight?
Well, someone died. Was that Pele?
Pele.
Okay, so that means it was the 3 other... It was Bright, Hephaestus,
and Tsukunomi. Alright, so let's do 1, 2, 3.
Well, they all have the same amount of hunt experience?
Oh, yeah. I'm so glad you pay attention. The most hunt experience.
I think they're all even.
They are.
Because they all would have... Did we level them up?
We're not going to bring them out onto the fight. Oh, well, the Blue Lantern and Dormant Twilight Cloak just
can go to anyone.
Yeah, so, well, neither of these are going out into the fight, so let's just use Tsukunomi. She'll gain the Twilight Sword. That's it. She's not coming out into the fight.
We wouldn't take the Twilight Sword out.
No.
Because no one has the
good proficiency for it. Right. But we
gain
those other 2 items.
What about sword proficiency? No one has sword proficiency. Okay.
We basically just lost our reroll. But we gain that item, which might be helpful for the final fight.
The Twilight, yeah.
So, we had...
Wait, do we have to roll to do something?
No.
Oh, okay. So Tsukunomi gains the Twilight Sword?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. If tied, randomized. Yeah, you're right. Alright. 1, 2... We actually have to randomize. 1, 2, 3 is Bright. 9, it was Tsukunomi.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Tsukunomi does have it. Alright. So we had 4 endeavors because one person died.
Pele.
But then I think someone aged and gave us an extra endeavor. So we have 5 endeavors.
Okay.
Alright. So, the first things that we want to do is we want to make babies with our 2 love juices.
Yes.
Only to gain additional rerolls. Alright? Mm-hmm. So let's do that.
So the 2 people making babies are Hephaestus because he has otherworldly luck, so we get a +1, and Bright.
Yep. Let's do it. 4. So we have to use one of our other rerolls.
Oh my gosh!
So this is going to be... now it's got to go to, like, Hades.
Why? What about their rerolls?
They're all used. It's Ares and Hades, the only 2 that don't have rerolls. So we're wasting a reroll to gain a reroll back. Yep. Okay. Let's do it on Hades. Come on.
7. Sorry, it rolled off camera.
So 4 is the lowest, so we gain 1 person with a so we gain 1 + 1 population.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to do our second intimacy.
Okay.
So
6.
6. Same thing. Alright, so now we're back.
Wait a minute, isn't that +1?
Okay.
So 7. They're both 7. So wait, the one before would have been a 2.
Still.
Someone still dies.
Yep.
Okay, so the one before that, it would have been a 5.
Okay. It's still 5.
Still 5. Okay, so what are 7s?
+1 population. If we have bed, that person also gains a permanent strength. But guess what? They're not coming out into the fight.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then aging. Let's see.
Oh, we have to age them?
Nothing's going to affect us. They're not coming out into the fight.
They're not coming out.
We're just using them for rerolls. Now we're back up to 3 rerolls.
Okay.
Which
and
is
our
actually
love
kind of
juices
scary.
are gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Then what we're going to do is let's do some crafting.
Okay.
Okay. So we had, I think, 5 pieces or 4 pieces of scrap. We needed 1 more piece of iron to create the Dragon Slayer. So yes, we're creating the Dragon Slayer, not the Perfect Slayer. Because Perfect Slayer, you needed to get, the portcullis key and then the hunt event to get in there to unlock that. We never got it. So we have to do the Dragon Slayer.
Which is the next best.
Which is 5 iron. I thought it was only 3 because then it would have been 3 and 2 for another shield. So no, we're going to go with the Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer.
So I'm going to go for it. We're going to do scrap smelting.
We have to make it?
We have to change some scrap into an iron.
Okay.
3, which is a 4.
Which gets it.
Which gets us 1 iron. So that's our first endeavor. Then we're going to... We've got a bunch of resources, so we don't have all the resources laid out.
Yeah.
But we have enough to create now the Dragon Slayer, which is a grand weapon, frail, slow, sharp, devastating 1. 1 attack, hits on a 6, 9 strength. So 9 strength, 2d10s to wound, but the key is it does 2 wounds. So hopefully this will come into play.
Going with Frigg.
This is going over to Frigg, which is really Iden now.
Iden, yeah.
Okay. And the other item that we're going to be crafting, we do have some leather, so we have to spend an endeavor to make leather.
Thank goodness.
Bringing out the round leather shield. So now all 4 of our characters will have a shield.
Which is great because of the proficiency that we built her up.
We got, you get an extra armor out of this, and everyone's proficient, so now if the monster runs over them, they don't fall down. This is what we've kind of been struggling with. Do we bring out the founding stones for that wound, or is it better to have a utility thing like a shield for the armor and the ability to not fall down, and you could also block with it. So that's why this episode is two days late, possibly,
because we couldn't decide how to put everyone's gear
together, and we wanted to finalize with everyone the date of the final episode,
taping.
So that's why.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to go over here.
Okay, those are the only 2 items that we're crafting.
Yeah, because we don't have any more gear in our gear grid. The only thing that we're going to look into is that blue lantern to see if it's going to switch that. But we'll do the characters after we finish our endeavors.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the next important thing is shrine.
Shrine, yeah.
I'm going to have you roll on this. Because
Okay.
we want that extra armor for all departing survivors. You find that right die. Perfect. 7 + 1 armor to everybody.
Excellent.
It's our second endeavor. Okay.
Man, that shrine has been so helpful for us throughout the years.
Okay, I think we now do cooking.
Yeah.
So we're going to use our cooking to use the nightmare, taking all of the requirements. There's a bone shank in there.
From the antelope, yeah. So that's when you cook them together, you are able to give someone a +1 evasion.
Actually, let's not do that just yet.
Oh.
Because we have 2 other nightmare ticks.
Mm-hmm. That's the only one that we can craft in cooking because we only have 1 fresh acanthus.
Right.
But we have other nightmare ticks.
So we have 2 nightmare ticks, a cyclops fly, and a sword beetle. We're going to attempt to eat all of these. Now we have 3 rerolls just in case.
Okay, now can you tell me what they do and which one we're doing first?
We're going to do the nightmare ticks first. No, we're going to do this nightmare ticks first.
And those are the ones you have to roll to get extra evasion.
Nightmare ticks give evasion. We have 3 of them. Well, 2 and 1's a guarantee. The cyclops fly gives you +1 accuracy.
Okay.
And the sword beetle gives you +1 strength.
Oh,
so the accuracy and the strength are going to go towards Iden with that weapon. Because that double wounds, we want to be able to be the most proficient with hitting and wounding on that.
Yep.
Alright?
Mm-hmm.
So, Iden is your character. I'm going to have you start with the nightmare tick.
Oh, so she's not going to get the one from cooking. The one from cooking is going to go to Ares?
Sorry, you're right.
Hades.
Oh, you know what? I should have done this. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, there's multiple rerolls. Because everyone's there. They can use the rerolls to give them the Heimlich maneuver. So.
If he chokes on it?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to roll for Iden.
No.
I mean Hades.
So you're going to do the No. I thought Hades is getting the eating?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
What does he have to get?
Hi. Hades. 7.
Yes.
Plus 1 permanent strength. Evasion.
Because we have otherworldly luck.
Nope. No otherworldly luck goes into this.
Oh.
Right. So Hades has 4 evasion right now.
Oh my god, I can't believe we just got that.
Because here's the thing. He's going with, which you'll see, the lantern set. So he doesn't gain any evasion from that set, but he's going to be up in the middle of the fight. Him and Iden are going to be the ones, like, in the fight.
Right.
So if they help
attacking, taking hits.
Yep. Alright, so we have another Nightmare Tick roll-off.
Okay.
Does it go back to Hades? So he would have 5 evasion, or...
Wait, no, I wrote all of this down because there was so much.
I think we go with Iden. I think we give Iden...
So right now...
That's okay, we don't have to go into that.
Okay, sorry.
Those are our notes from all week.
I know.
If we can give Iden 2 more evasion, I think that would be very helpful.
Well, what is...
I'm at 4.
So what do you get hit on?
6s.
And right now she's at 1,
2, 3, 4, 5. She gets on 7s. So we can make her...
Well, she's going to get hit on 8s because she's going to have the cooking, so now she would get hit on 9s.
Yeah.
You don't want to do 8 and 7s? No?
No, because she does... I would have her as protected as possible.
Okay.
So Nightmare Tick, you're eating. That's a 2?
Yeah.
He's got to spend a reroll. So we are down to 2 rerolls now.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Come on.
8.
8. Plus 1 permanent evasion.
Oh, thank God, Iden.
Okay. Those are our Nightmare Ticks, except for the free cooking one.
So am I just boosting her up to 3 right now?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Okay. We still have 2 more rerolls.
Okay.
Okay. We can now give her Cyclops Eye. Same thing. Could give her plus 1 accuracy. So right now...
She currently has plus 2
6,
accuracy on her.
5, 4... You're hitting on 3s right now. 1 attack hitting on 3s. We could make it a 2.
I would rather have someone else.
You know...
I would rather have someone else get down in accuracy.
Even with the best weapon to do the most wounds with.
I
Let's
mean,
see. All right.
what happens if she gets killed?
7, 6, 5, 4. So I'm hitting on 4s with Hades.
How many attacks? 3?
2.
2. 2 attacks hitting on 4s. It could be 2 attacks hitting on 3s. Which is kind of the same as 1 attack with 2 wounds. So what are you wounding on?
But I can only do 1 wound with my weapon, remember? Then it cancels my attack and I knock them away.
Oh.
I could definitely do 2. I don't mind giving it to him.
What about the axe with Artemis? What about the axe with Artemis? This is for accuracy?
Yeah.
So he's hitting on a 6.
No,
a 5.
5. Yeah, that's erased, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So it's 3 attacks hitting on 5s. It could be 3 attacks hitting on 4s. But he gets to re-roll
His fail wound attempts.
So yeah, I feel like... Wait, it was 3 attacks hitting on 5s right now?
Yeah.
So it'd be 3 attacks hitting on 4s. And he gets to re-roll his wound What are you thinking? You want to do her.
I still think it's Iden, but it's Iden or Hades. I don't want someone that has 3 attacks to pull 3 hit locations.
Oh.
You know, sometimes I only want them to pull 1 or 2 and have a good chance of wounding that 1 or 2.
Okay, you're right. Okay. So he's doing 2 attacks hitting on 4s right now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's her.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
It's just scary. I don't like the whole reroll situation.
I know. We've got 2 left, so we only have really 1 more chance to not fail. We only have to get to 2 more rolls.
Okay.
All right.
So it's going on Iden.
Yeah. Okay, we're spending our second reroll. Go for it. This is it. We're not going to do that.
So if we roll a 1...
we have 1 more reroll. 5. No, we don't gain. Nothing happens. It's just a curious flavor.
Okay.
Alright, so then we have a sword beetle for +1 strength.
Okay.
But I say we do not attempt.
Who would get it?
Iden. That's what we were saying. Pumping her all with extra strength, accuracy. So I say we do not do it.
And we save 1 reroll for the fight.
Well, Ares would then have his reroll for the fight. But the point is, it was just, I don't want to roll a 1 and then a 1 and then our final character's dead. We can't chance it. So then we are going to have Iden eat the cooking, which gives her 10 survival, so that brings her up to 15 survival max and an extra evasion. And that is our 3rd endeavor. Okay, now, what is her insanity is 2.
2 right now.
Oh, it's 2. So when we depart, we're gaining another 2. So she'll be insane at the beginning of the fight.
Which will give her the ability to get the extra evasion with the Phoenix Helm, which is what we want. Mm-hmm. Now, unfortunately, she's immortal.
That's a dangerous thing. 3 of our characters are immortal. So
which is another reason it took us so long to decide what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. Iden is the closest, though, on the border.
So it's like, do we bring the ones that are immortal to come out? We can't use survival. We could bring another character use survival in the beginning of the fight, but they aren't as decked out.
Stacked, and then like we could take the first round of attacks with the insanity. So it's like kind of securing a little bit.
Yeah.
Another round that we could actually have attacks.
So that's the thing too. I was thinking of using face painting to give everyone 2 survival and 1 more insanity. We don't need this.
No.
All right. So we definitely don't need that because everyone has the insanity that they'll have.
Now, does everyone except Ares is up to max survival?
15 here, 15, 15. So here you go. We're going to use the
brain.
Screaming Brain. We're going to have Ares eat this, gives them max survival up to the limit. So all 4 characters will have 15 survival going into the final fight.
And it's just 3 of them are immortal when we start.
Right.
And hopefully Iden will quickly get out of the status so that she can be surging to attack with the Dragon Slayer or surging to put up her shield.
Okay, so we have...
So what are the crab spiders left over there for?
Extra survival.
Oh,
we don't really need it.
We don't need it.
No one's like...
Huh.
No, we don't have enough to make him Axe Master. We would need 3. So the only other thing I was thinking of, now that we have 2 endeavors, we could do Roundstone Training to give people some extra stuff.
Oh.
Cross-arm block, tumble fighting art,
Ooh.
Or the Carapace of Will or Propulsion Drive, the thing that made me move around with Pele.
Okay.
So whoever doesn't have 3 fighting arts, like Artemis. Last Man Standing, Berserker, Tough.
I already have Tumble on Iden.
Crazed, when you wound, you get a perfect hit.
What's Red Fist? Everyone gets +1 strength.
Yeah.
Wow, we haven't used Ares in so long, I forgot we had that.
So I think we use Roundstone Training on Artemis. Everyone has heavy in their gear grid, I would think.
Hold on. Yeah, heavy.
Not here. This would give
heavy.
Ares an extra evasion, but Ares has no evasion right now. You know, he on the rhythm chaser. Alright, I think we're going to do the roundstone training on Artemis.
Okay, so he has the ability to gain a couple of things.
Yep, so just roll a die. Let's see what happens. 4 gains tumble.
Okay. And we have 1 endeavor left?
Yeah.
And nobody else?
So what we could do now...
You don't want to change out tumble for him? Because there's no evasion?
No, I think I'm fine with all of these.
Okay.
Last man standing, berserker, tough. No, I think I'm good with these. Tumble, leader.
Cross arm block is what you take the wounds to your arms.
Yeah. Then the only other thing we could probably do is nightmare training.
In order to gain strength or something?
If you roll a 10, you can get an accuracy or strength. So we could just give it to Iden and just keep going because we have all of these to give us more survival. So what you're looking to do is just roll a 10 instead of an 8 or a 9.
On the 1 endeavor?
Mm-hmm. Right. Or we do roundstone training.
And what's that?
That's what we just did.
Oh, that's what we did.
Cross arm block, tumble.
So tumble is what we really would want.
Well, no, I would think carapace
or
of
the
will,
carapace of
drive.
will. Now, is this something that you add +1 to?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
It was. I don't have
is
the
it?
card. What's the card? Otherworldly luck. Do we have the fighting? Is it a fighting art?
Yeah. I still think you rolled 1s during all those ticks, right?
Yeah.
During the hunt settlement phase, whenever you roll on a table. So yeah, we could have added 1 to all of those. Was one of them a 5? I think we rolled a 5 for the accuracy.
The second time,
The citrus tasting.
Yes, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, +1. Whenever you roll on a table, you can add 1.
So she actually does gain an accuracy. No, what is it?
+1 accuracy. During the 100%, whenever you roll on a table, you may add +1 to the roll result. This may not exceed the highest possible roll result. And I forget what the ruling was with otherworldly luck. Consume, archive this, and roll. See, I think this is for the person.
Oh. Who's actually doing it?
This includes fun events, story events, endeavor, settlement events, etc. Whenever you roll on a table,
you may. So that's why it worked in the babies.
Because one of them had the otherworldly luck. Oh, wait, no. Because we would add 1 to both of them whenever you roll. I think actually the ruling is on any table if you have somebody. Alright, well that's a question we gotta ask everybody. So, and I'll have to look it up too. Otherworldly luck, I forget the ruling. If it is +1 to any roll during the hunt and settlement phase, if this person's around, can they grant the +1? If they do, Iden gets +1 accuracy. That's not going to change what we're doing right here or not.
No.
Okay.
It's not.
So then just rounds carapace of propulsion drive.
Propulsion drive is the thing that Pele had.
Ignore, hit, remove all your steadfast tokens. So this would actually be really cool on Hades.
What does it do? Carapace of will.
Yeah, if you have 2 or plus steadfast tokens, ignore, hit, or remove all your steadfast tokens. So he could remove an extra hit. Tumble, cross on block. I would get rid of last man standing.
That's 7 bleeding tokens,
7
I
bleeding
think.
tokens, and you can't get knocked down. But this would be the fight you would want him to have that.
Yeah, but he can't get knocked down anyway. He has a shield.
He can get knocked down still. It's only by certain things. So we've got this one extra endeavor.
Are we going to think about it?
No. I want this to be set.
Set. Okay. He would have to roll a 9 or more.
Right.
In order to gain the Carapace of Will. Now, would you settle with a tumble? You would still get rid of last man standing? What's tough?
Tough is you roll +1 on the severe injury table.
Oh, yeah, we gotta keep that.
And Berserker is I can force myself to become a Berserker. And I'm Bitter Frenzied, so I can still do all the things while I'm... I don't think I need to be a Berserker, though, because my weapon can only do 1 wound. So I'm going to do Round Stone Training on Hades.
On Hades. Okay.
2. Okay, so I can give him Cross-Arm Block or the Tumble Fighting Art. So I'm going to give him Cross-Arm Block.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Tumble allows you to move out of the way and not fall down against the monster. He's got a shield. He doesn't fall down. And he doesn't take damage by being run over.
So you'd rather give it to the arms?
I'd rather give it to the arms because he's got 12 armor everywhere. So if the arm doesn't get hit and it gets hit, I can throw it over there.
Okay. Okay, I see. I just wanted you to walk through the train of thought for everyone.
Berserker. Alright, so the only thing left outstanding is...
whether or not otherworldly luck could get Iden, yeah. Extra accuracy.
Alright, so again, max survival. All of our characters are set. We spent all our endeavors.
Everyone's going into the fight insane.
Yeah.
3 of us are immortal.
Now we're going to show you who we're bringing out onto the fight, and then I will show you what we're entailed against the Gold Smoke Knight.
I'm calling him the Pillsbury Doughboy, but you'll soon see.
So here is the Gold Smoke Knight model. He does have, quite a little belly there. This is why Andrea says this is the Pillsbury Doughboy. But still, I would not want to get hit by this giant hammer. As comparison to a survivor, he still is pretty big. I definitely would say that. Not the size of the giant dragon, but still, that's still quite a difference. I do want to mention 2 things I looked up in the meantime. So the time zone is, like I said, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is also -4 or -4 on the UCT zone, which is Universal Coordinated Time. I think that's what it is. So if anyone has any questions, it will be posted in the message in this video. And also I looked at the otherworldly luck, and no, it only affects that character who's rolling, so Iden will not gain that extra 2 accuracy. So let's actually get started with the Gold Smoke Knight, because it will make more sense when we get to the characters and why we're decked out the way that we are. So, Gold Smoke Knight. For those of you who might have picked out the highest number on here, that's going to be the challenge. It's going to be this 27. Yeah, 27 toughness against this boss. But he does have 17 wounds. That's going to be the one thing that I think is going to play into our favor. We're used to fighting things that have 23 wounds. So 17 doesn't seem as bad, but we got to get through that toughness. It has a bunch of these special cards, which is what we will get into. So, Secondary Forge. This only comes into play if somebody has the Thunder Maul rare gear. And unfortunately, we do not. This would have allowed you to, try to stop one of the Golden Knight's special attacks. and we basically go toe-to-toe with him, but unfortunately, since we don't have that weapon, this does not come into play, so this actually gets removed. Next is going to be Frustration. So some AI cards have this icon here, and if the monster does no damage when this icon is reached, discard that card and then perform the following attack. So yes, we have some pretty high evasion characters, but that might actually frustrate the monster some more, and he performs another attack. Next we have Mauler. So at the end of the monster's turn, we perform Blacken, which is going to be this next card right here. This is a trait. The knight raises his maw and basically smashes down on the ground. Anyone in the purple area suffers 3 hits for 5 damage, while everyone in the blue area, the ash zone, suffers 1 hit for 5 damage. Then they suffer knockback 6 away from the monster. So the one way that we're going to try to negate this is by having your shield up. Shields will be able to block this attack, as well as you will be able to dodge this attack. So that's why we, it's a blessing and a curse that we have survivors that have immortality. So all the damage will go to their insanity first, but we won't be able to do those special actions like dodging, which will come in handy when this card comes into play. Some hit locations, there's a trap in here. There's also parry cards, so the only way you can do damage to that is if you do a critical wound. Half the cards have critical locations, the other half don't, so you can't go fully based on critical attacks. There's other attacks, other hit locations where if you surge, he attacks you, so there's a lot of different things in the hit location deck. And I haven't gone through the AI cards, I can just assume that they are going to be pretty ridiculous. So yeah, let's take a look at the 4 survivors that we are going to be bringing out. First up is going to be Artemis, finally, with an actual axe in his hand. He's going out with the Warlord armor set equipment, Berserker, Tumble. He has Leader. His disorders are Hemophobia, Immortal, and Hoarder. So all these characters, I've adjusted their armor and their insanity if they arrive to the fight. So he's got 11 insanity and 8 armor at all locations. He will be going out with 4 total evasion. He does have the round shield and the oxidized lantern glaive. So this is going to be our, I would say, maybe our backup attacker. He's going to have 3 attacks because of the Warlord armor set. 6 damage on that glaive. On a perfect hit, he gets an extra +4. So 10, he's got 5 strengths, we're at 15, so he would need to roll 12 on 2 dice. Again, everyone has full 15 survival. Next, we're going to have Iden. She's going out, kind of a new model here. I think this was one of the end models of the last campaign, only because the weapons make more sense rather than putting her in the dancing armor. She is in the dancing armor set, but is going out with the new Dragon Slayer and the Beacon Shield. She's going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, +7 evasion. This monster will be hitting her on 9s. She'll have 4 insanity. She has the grand weapon proficiency, so she's going to get +1 accuracy, so we're hitting on 3s. Mighty Strike, Leader, and Tumble. She also has a shield mastery. So she can, adjacent to a survivor, she can switch the target of the monster if we needed to. Anxiety, Hemophobia. Anxiety is not going to matter because she does have stinky gear. She has 7 armor in all locations, and how we're going to be playing her, even because she's immortal, we can go in for an attack with the sword, and then because of the dancing armor, then she can move out of range of that blackened attack from the monster. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage to move around on the board and not get hit by that. She'll hopefully be our main attacker. Let's see, we'll be at 15 strength. Oh, plus the +1 from Red Fist with Ares. So that's 16 strength. She'll be needing to roll 11s on 2 dice to do 2 wounds. So that's going to be our main source of damage. Next we have Ares. He's coming back out, with the, basically the bow set, the model here, but it's going to be in the Screaming Armor set only because it made more sense to move some of the weapons around because we want Ares to be our crit attacker. So right now, Ares is critically wounding on 6s because we've got the Lucky Charm. The bow is deadly, so that's 9. Lucky charm is 8. And because he's a bow weapon master, it's +2 luck. So, critting on 6s. Red Fist I talked about, he can reroll his misses. He just doesn't have any evasion, so he's going to be sticking to the far ends of the board, just firing off when needed to get those criticals. He's got 23 insanity, so again, he's immortal as well, so he'll be immortal for quite a while. Orator Death, Crazed. Let's see. The only thing is, we did just get that Blue Lantern. So here's the one thing that we still, I guess, have to decide. I want to ask everyone that's watching. This Blue Lantern, which is cursed, sentient, for an action you suffer 2d10 brain damage and reveal hit locations until you reveal the trap. Put them back in the same order. Once for showdown. So this could actually replace the Lucky Charm. So Ares would be critting on 7s instead of 6s. And we would be able to use this once. I'm not sure. Right now we are keeping the luck here. But if we think this is going to be better, that's where we'll switch it. And then finally, we've got a new model here of Hades. This is the Lantern armor set with the Gloom Hammer coming out. So Hades has 12 armor at all locations. 10 insanity. He's going out with the Gloom Hammer and the Beacon Shield, the oxidized one. So for an action, he can get 2 tokens. So the next 2 attacks, you spend one of those tokens to block a hit. And he does have the Cat Eye Circlet. We always want to be able to Cat Eye and then for another action do a Gloom Hammer attack. But we also have to switch in the Beacon Shield to block. So it's going to be kind of rough surging with him and attacking twice. The only thing is he's the only one that's not immortal, so we can do that right off the bat. That's why he's got the Cat Eye Circlet. If we move the Cat Eye Circlet to somebody else, I think we would have to go through the whole immortal damage before we can actually use it twice. The one thing we have to remember is the Lantern Greaves gives him -2 movement. Well, the Lantern chess piece gives him -2 movement, and we can't get a red affinity over here right now with the gear grid that we have. So he only moves at 3, but he'll be dashing a lot around the board, moving the Gold Smoke Knight with the hammer at the end, knocking him in the direction that we need to, forcing him to attack or be within range of certain characters. He does have the club lowest proficiency, which is when attacking the club on a perfect hit, double your wound attempt on the first selected hit location. So that will, I think, come in handy. So yeah, that's kind of our strategy. We'll have Hades and Iden go in to do the attacks. Ares is going to be our critical attacker when we need to. And then Artemis is kind of there just to maybe pull off a wound or 2. So that is all of our attackers to fight this Gold Smoke Knight. And how do you think we will fare? So there you have it. There's our setup for the Gold Smoke Knight, our 4 survivors. And don't worry, I'll go over the whole fight with you again. The night of what we're to expect. We'll come up with some more of a game plan.
Yeah, we got like 2 weeks before we tape this.
We do.
We got a lot of training to do.
A lot of dice roll practicing. Yeah. Can't roll those 1s or 2s during this fight.
A lot of dice roll. Yep. I gotta get the difference between the horse, the dodge token, the horse token, the surge token.
What do I have to do to wound?
What does accuracy do again?
What is accuracy? Yeah, we've got some practice to do. The 29 years, 30 years leading up to this.
I'm going to forget it all in the next 2 weeks. What you guys have to do in the next 2 weeks is decide if we're going to defeat him or if he's going to defeat us, and leave it in the comments so you can enter to win the King of Tokyo 2nd edition.
Yes.
Right? Don't forget, 2 weeks you got.
So yeah, leave a comment, defeat or not defeat, and then let us know either your favorite part about this campaign, what we do, what Andrea and I do that you most enjoy. Like, why do you like to watch us or make fun of us or Who knows?
And if there is a game out there that you would like us to tape, to play through, give us some ideas. We're right now in the middle of a very short
Choose Your Own Adventure
campaign. I don't know if I really want to call it a campaign, but yes, Choose Your Own Adventure. So check us out if you haven't seen that. Eventually, Gloomhaven will have to come back.
Yes.
But we don't have any ideas after that. So let us know if there's something that you would like.
I always have some ideas.
Well, yeah, I know.
Let us know
if those ideas align with whatever he's got going, in his gaming brain.
We just want to say thank you for sticking with us and watching our campaign up until this point. And we welcome anyone who's around that day live on the 24th to join in and watch and comment and,
Oh my God, help us! Catch us, the rules. Catch us. There's going to be so much going on.
Just support us in our victory.
Or support us in our... that too, sure. Sure.
Great. So hopefully we'll see you guys then. If not, of course, the video will be up afterwards. And let's see if we can mark this as a victory campaign. We'll see you guys next time.